Hello, Massachusetts Beer Review. If you're watching this video, then congratulations. It is up. I was having problems with this new OS X Mavericks. Trying to use iMovie to record the video, but got QuickTime recording, so then I'm going to upload that to iMovie and edit the video up. So, the beer I have here is the Sam Adams Cold Snap. It is their seasonal brew. It is a white ale brewed with spices and spices added. It says, crisp and lively, the hazy smoothness of this unfiltered white ale is roused by the crackling of spring spices. From a sweetness from orange peel and plum to the peppery bite of the fresh ground coriander, the subtle blend of spices creates just the right refreshing kick to signal that spring is on its way. Cheers from Jim Koch at Sam Adams. Best before May is what this one says. 5.3% ABV. Let me see if the website, samadams.com, has anything else here. samuelatoms.com. Stirring from the haze of winter, this refreshing, unfiltered white ale awakens its smooth wheat with a bright snap of spring spices. Orange peel, plum, peppery bite from the coriander. The blend of spices creates just the right refreshing kick to signal that spring is on its way. Alright, let's get this into a glass. I'm going to use the Sam Adams Boston Lager glass. Let's give it a try. Now, Sam Adams is out of Boston, Mass, from the Jamaica Plain neighborhood. They also brew their beers in Cincinnati, and I believe the bottle here says Benningsville, Pennsylvania. Sorry about that. So this might have been brewed in Boston. It may not have been brewed in Boston, but local Massachusetts beer nonetheless. Alright, got most of that foam in there. Let's see what we got to deal with here. Very hazy. It's got that lemony, orangey look to it. Very nice white, bright white head. A lot of bubbles, a lot of rocky bubbles, a lot of big and small bubbles. Almost two-finger head really. A lot of carbonation, but this Boston Lager glass has the etching on the bottom to give you a lot of that extra lacing. I mean that extra carbonation, and we'll create some of the lacing here later. Yeah, just hazy and cloudy. Let's give it a smell test. You get the orange peel and the coriander, and you get this dark fruit, like the plum as it said on the bottle. I detect a big sweetness, the dark fruit with the plum, orange peel, and it's very spiced with that coriander sort of a scent. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, you get the orange peel mixed in with a little bit of that dark fruit. It's not really a heavy dark fruit. This isn't a heavy beer. It's pretty nice and light and sessionable, but you definitely get that dark fruity plum, maybe a little bit of a raisin, but it's a plum with that orange peel. It's like a lemon or a lemongrass note there with the coriander and some of the spices. It's very light, easy drinking, sessionable beer. Yeah, it's a very sweet, aftertaste. When the beer finishes, it finishes relatively sweet, but it's not a cloying sweetness. It's not overly sweet. It's just a pretty sessionable beer at 5.3% ABV. The mouthfeel, like I say, is light, crisp, definitely refreshing. Definitely something you want after, say, shoveling the snow. Something that you can drink and it's going to refresh you. This isn't going to last too long, this beer review. Let me give you my final thoughts on that. I'll give it a 3.5, at least a B minus, C plus, B minus range. It's definitely not my favorite of the Sam Adams beers I've had. It has this overall wheat beer. Forgot to mention that it does have that wheat beer, that wheat grainy element to it, with that orange peel and like this dark fruit kind of a plum thing that's kind of interesting. Never really had that in a wheat beer. Not sure that I really enjoy that entirely in this beer. I don't really think that this would go with a lot of foods. Maybe salad of some kind, but that's about it. So, basically my take is it's sweet. It's got that wheat beer graininess with the orange peel and the spices, with that kind of that dark, lightly dark fruited plum or like a raisin kind of a feel. It's the most different kind of a wheat beer that I've ever had. It's very, no charge. It's very carbonated beer. So 3.5 C plus to B minus range, somewhere in between there. I'm going to stick with that. And until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers, everybody.